Oh, I guess I'm recording. Okay. So, in my last video, I was talking about ghost stories, and as such, I started talking about the differences between residual and intelligent, and I had to stop myself because it gets into a really broad subject. I'll just use this. Sorry, I just got chilly. Anyway, residual. Now, nice and comfy now. So in the world of paranormal, specifically in the world of ghosts and hauntings and such, there is something called residual, and that means it's kind of like a tape recording, and it just kind of plays over and over and over and over the same exact thing over and over again. It's usually kind of usually a big event, and it's usually kind of like a really strongly emotional event, or really like a lot of energy got released all at once. Anyway, so a lot of energy gets released, a lot of emotion happens, or a lot of a really important event happened for some unknown reason, and it got recorded in the surrounding. It could be a building, it could be rocks. Some rocks, like quartz crystals, are really good at recording events. What usually happens is the energy kind of gets trapped, and it releases when the conditions are right or very similar to what originally created them. And so as a result, say if it was a dark and stormy night and an event happened, and energy was discharged, not like a lightning, but like an event. Someone got shot, someone, playing gambling, and they cheated, and then they ended up getting shot. Just as an example. They would pass on, like there wouldn't be a spirit there, but the event itself would be recorded in the surrounding areas. And when dark and stormy nights happen, and the conditions are right, and, everything is kind of aligned properly, you can see the event replay itself over and over again. And sometimes it's so strong it actually does happen every single night or every single day at the exact same time, repeatedly, until the energy dissipates enough that it just becomes a faint glimmer of what it used to be. And that's residual. And that happens all the time. It happens everywhere. A lot of people who think their house is haunted actually only have residual energy. And it's nothing to really be frightened of or anything, because it won't actually hurt you. It isn't malicious in any way. It's just an energy event. An intelligent haunting, as everyone who knows, is the person or thing dies, and their spirit lives on, and it becomes a ghost. And as a result, they still have like a lingering intelligence of who they are and what they're doing, and they are very limited in kind of like they're aware that you're there, but they're not aware of the day or the time or the year. Sometimes they are aware of it, sometimes they're not, depending on how in tune they are with their surroundings, and they are aware of change. Some of them are really, really lost and really have been there forever. So they seem like residual haunting because they have nowhere else to go. They don't understand what's going on. And they just kind of repeat themselves a lot. But every once in a while something will change. Like instead, say a lady in white in a hotel died from unrequited love. Of course. And she stays in the hotel. And every single time she repeats her nightly visits through the hotel as she's like wandering around looking for her lover or something. And but she's so focused on what's going on in her head and in her heart, she's not aware of the different times that she has come and gone, and the decades have changed, and the hotel has changed, and as a result, what will happen is she'll repeat, walking down the hallway, pausing at the landing, wandering down the staircase, pausing at the landing, going to the window, turning around, going to the other window, turning around, going back up the stairs, and she'll repeat this process repeatedly every night, or however long she wants to repeat it. And people might mistake it for a residual, but actually she might touch her hair on one occasion, or maybe she'll touch her cheek in another, or maybe she'll sigh. These small little changes kind of distinguish between like a haunting and residual. But there's intelligence there, because if you were to speak with her and she kind of looks directly at you and then looks away and then continues on, she's aware at some level of your presence. So that's kind of a really basic energy level event, or not energy, but haunting event. Another way of doing haunting is sometimes you'll get like super intelligent responses, and they'll be like really interactive with you because they're aware of the time, they're aware of where they are, they're aware of what happened, they haven't moved on yet. And what will happen is that they will knock 3 times, if you understand me, and then you will hear, right? And then you're like having like a conversation with the dead, and that's really exciting. And that's kind of like a super intelligent, spirit, we're gonna call them. But that's kind of like the differences, like the levels and such of between residual and intelligent. And that's just hauntings. That's not even EMFs. I think it's, yeah. Yeah. If you have high levels, then it can affect the energy around you, and it can affect you. So you might not actually have a haunting, but you'll have high EMFs, and that actually triggers sensations in your brain of hearing things that aren't there, or thinking you see something, or generally it feels like a haunting. You think it's a haunting. You swear there's a ghost in your house, but in all honesty, it's just a high level of EMS that's triggering certain responses in your brain, and it kind of affecting you to a point where you actually think and just kind of start getting paranoid about stuff. So that isn't actually a haunting so much as it is your brain playing tricks on you. We're not entirely certain why that happens, but it does happen. So before you think that your house is haunted, try and do a little research on it, and then try and figure out if it's an event that's happened, or if there's like an intelligent spirit there, or if you have high EMF, and that would actually probably quell a lot of worry and and such of having a dead person in your home. And I think that's all I'm going to cover for kind of the different kinds of hauntings and stuff. If you guys want me to continue talking about this, I can. It's totally up to you. I don't mind. I can. It's kind of different for everyone. So, just check your level of sensitivity to either Are you psychic? Are you a sensitive? Are you really sensitive to EMFs? You know, just kind of questions. You don't have to immediately jump to your house is haunted and, you know, get, you know, ghost adventures in there. Or paranormal state, which is another one I really like. So that's me, and I kind of trying to tell you what the differences are. I can get into detail a little bit more if you guys want to. I haven't actually done, how can I put this? I haven't actually done a paranormal investigation, although I really would like to. But I've come across enough hauntings and ghostly happenings that I kind of know the difference between one and the other. I don't actually have a lot of the equipment that you need for ghost hunting, and I'm experienced, but I haven't actively gone out and like investigated things. Normally I just kind of walk into situations and they usually happen, you know, naturally or by accident, or, you know, some people ask for my advice, some people won't. Some people are really interested in this and other people are just very dismissive, which it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I know what I know, and you guys know what you know. Anyway, so that's me talking. It's like 11, almost 12 minutes. So I should probably let you go. And if you guys want to know more about this, or if you guys are wanting to know more about books, or if you guys want to know about movies, I have a wide variety. Knitting. I'll try that maybe. I still haven't cooked anything with you guys yet, have I? Anyway, just, you know, leave me a message. You know, you can put it down in the comments, or you can message me, or yeah, and that's about it. Anyway, so I thought I would tell you guys the differences and see if you guys like that or not, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.